What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we'll be going over some brand new news on the upcoming collaboration coming to Grand Cross in about a week's time from now, guys. We do know some preliminary information from 7DS Leaks, and we're going to be going over that in today's video. If you guys do enjoy videos like this, man, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we are on the road to that 51,000 subscribers. I definitely do appreciate the support on the channel, guys. And with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's talk the brand new information that we got. So one thing that I do want to show at the beginning here, guys, is going to be 7K Dreamers is Grand Cross sheet. So 7K Dreamers is the guy who set up this sheet here for Grand Cross, which goes over pretty much all the release schedule for Grand Cross, all the way from June 4th, 2019, when the game came out on JP, all the way down to our latest releases right here. And so on 7K Dreamers is a Grand Cross sheet. He actually has it to where the collaboration is going to be coming out on April 24th, 2025, and it's going to have 3 SSR characters at the moment. And then he said the Leonis Defensor is going to be dropping as well, which does make sense considering the, you know, the kind of like schedule that we have going on right now, right? We just had Heroes Arena. You know, we started with the Labyrinth season with the release of Tier. And so once Tier's update actually does end, we're going to be going into a collaboration cycle, which, because, you know, this week right here, we're going into the week of April 17th. That's going to be the dead week. And then we move into the actual collaboration week. Now, the brand new information that we actually did get, though, guys, is a conversation that Leaks had in his Discord with some other people in their general chat. And it's pretty much what Leaks said that is getting people to be like, damn, like, you know, what's going to be this collaboration? So in terms of what happened in this conversation, I screenshot, you know, the main gist of it in terms of what was the most important stuff. So the start of the conversation, obviously, you know, someone was talking about how many characters are going to be in the collaboration, and Leaks was like 3 characters. And then, yeah, Mythra right here is like, in your opinion, is it something liked by most people or whatever? And Alexis says, I don't know. So Alexis actually doesn't know whether or not the show is going to be a very popular show for a lot of people, or if it's going to be something that, you know, might not be too hype. We actually just don't know. And then Kane asks how many waifus are going to be in the collaboration, and Alexis replies with 2. So we have 2 waifus coming with the collab, and 3 total characters that we know are going to be in the collaboration, guys. So you can see here on 7K Dreamers' sheet, he definitely has to update it and take out the question marks at the bottom here, because we know for a fact now it's going to be only 3 SSR characters, and then 2 of them are going to be waifus. Now, in terms of the only other collab we've gotten in the past, guys, that's had 3 characters, it was actually with the release of the more recent one that we've gotten with Tower of God. Tower of God only had 3 characters on its initial release, being Jouer Viol, we had Yuri Zahard, and then we had Data Zahard. So those were the only 3 characters on the initial release of that collaboration that we got. And I mean, there, you know, there have been some in the past, like Attack on Titan, where we only had 3 SSR characters and then 1 SR character. So there have been things like that in the past, but I definitely do think that it looks like the upcoming collaborations, especially, you know, if it's gonna be, you know, something like Frieren or, you know, Solo Leveling, they're probably gonna have only like 3 characters in the actual collaborations from now on. Which, in my opinion, I don't really know how to feel about, you know, only having 3 characters like that. But I definitely do think that it is something that, you know, is just gonna unfortunately kind of happen at this point in the game, guys. You know, Grand Cross is about over 5 years old at this point. And so, yeah, I mean, now when we're getting collaboration things like this, you know, I guess we're not to really expect too many characters like that. Now, in terms of what the collaboration is going to be, I already mentioned it could be Frieren. So, obviously, with the 3 main characters of Frieren, I actually have not seen the anime myself yet, guys. But from what people have said, I mean, Stark, Fern, and Frieren themselves will probably be the 3 if it is going to be this show. So Stark being the male, and then you have Fern and Frieren being the 2, you know, female or waifu characters in the show. And then another one that I brought up, which I actually don't know if it's going to be the case or not, is Solo Leveling. And I was like, okay, what, you know, female characters are in Solo Leveling? And you know, again, I've not seen the show, guys, so I don't necessarily know, you know, what female characters they could introduce. But obviously we would have, you know, the main character, and then, you know, maybe some 2 other, you know, females along the way. That's definitely a possibility. Now, another possibility that it could have been as well was, I think it was Dungeon Meshi. That's what Beats was telling me. So Dungeon Meshi in terms of that collaboration, this one would have had like 4 characters though, right? This was one that if they were gonna get a collaboration for this, we were gonna have probably 4 characters, because I think the main cast, if I'm not mistaken, is just a band of 4 of them. Yeah, so it's like kind of like this, right? So, you know, if we were to get a collaboration like this, I don't necessarily think it would be Dungeon Meshi necessarily, because of the fact that they have, you know, 4 main characters in the crew versus, you know, like Frieren, where it's the 3 that you have with Fern, Frieren, and Stark, right? So I definitely think it's something along those lines. Now, again, another one that people had was in their mind, guys, was Shangri-La, right? So Shangri-La Frontier. This was one that had, I think it was 4 characters in their cast though. So, you know, again, it's a thing of like, okay, if we're only going to be getting 3 characters with the collaboration, it's either they take the top 3 or they're, you know, they're just not going to be doing this collaboration, right? We wouldn't get the, you know, the 4 main characters. So that's something to definitely think about. I'm not too sure at this point if it's gonna be Shangri-La. And, you know, again, we also have to take into account that Alexis mentioned, is it something that will be liked by most people? And Alexis said, I don't know. So that could just be that Alexis hasn't seen Frieren, or, you know, it could be another collaboration we just don't know about. It could be something that's maybe not even an anime. We really don't know at this point. The only thing we can concrete know about is we're getting 2 waifu characters, and we're getting 3 characters total for the collaboration that's going to be coming out. So yeah, I mean, a lot of, you know, in terms of like the information, we know this to be the case, and we do know that the collaboration is going to be slated for the end of April as well, guys, just based on previous years. If we go to April, at the end of the month of April last year, so if we go to like 2024 here, right, we actually did get the rerun collaboration for Shield Hero, and I don't think this is gonna be a older collaboration or anything like that, especially if Leaks is saying that there's gonna be 3 characters, because whenever we get a rerun, it's always 2 characters that are new, and then they rerun the older characters, right? It would never be, you know, 3 new characters in a part 2. So yeah, even though we did get a collaboration rerun last year at the end of April, this still does mean that it is going to be the same time slot for us to be able to get another collaboration. And so that's why this year, yeah, 7K Dreamers on his, you know, document here has it to where April 24th, which is the next week in terms of the time frame here. So yeah, it would be around, yeah, the 23rd, 24th. So like the 23rd going into the 24th, right, would be the day that we do get the, you know, the release for the characters. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, guys, in terms of the collaboration information. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What collaboration do you guys think it's gonna be? Remember to think of 2 main characters that are waifu characters, and then 1 character that would be a male, right? We're looking at 3 total characters. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think it's gonna be, just based on this alone, and you know, on the hype of Frieren. I'd probably just say we go with this, just because I feel like this would be very hype for Grand Cross, since Frieren has been a very, very big anime as of late. And yeah, I'm curious to see, you know, what they actually do in terms of the release on Grand Cross if they were to do this. So that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, guys, let me know in the comment section below, what collaboration do you guys think it's gonna be, and what things you have in mind for what it could be in terms of the events and things like that that could come with the collaboration. I'll definitely do a follow-up video if we get any other information talking about the collaboration, guys. But that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.